go to the turf at 2:50.
Okay, so 2 minutes.
Hold on, let me get the script up. Good afternoon and welcome into Laker Turf Stadium, where today we bring you the season opener for Oswego Women's Soccer versus the Wilkes University Colonels right here on WTOP 10. My name is Mike Neckers, coincided by the amazing Alex Chemnitzer. And Alex, there are some high expectations for the Oswego State team this year. What can you tell me about last season?
Well, Mike, the story of the Lakers' season last year was stellar offense, lackluster defense. Against their opponents last year, the Lakers led their opponents in pretty much every statistical category. I mean, goals per game, shot on goal percentage, shots per game, you name it. But on the flip side of that, their defensive line is where most of their problems spring from last season. They struggled last year with stopping opponents from attacking those defensive windows when they open. And the Lakers run a 4-3-3 formation, so it will be imperative this game that they utilize their wingers.
Yeah, Alex, absolutely. Sometimes they do shift over to that 4-4-2 to get a little more support in the back, but it didn't seem to make too much of a difference last year, so certainly a few things for the Lakers to try and improve this season. But let's move over now away from the Oswego State Lakers and take a look at the Wilkes Colonels, who had a little more difficulty getting things going last year.
Absolutely. The Colonels had a disappointing season, to say the least, finishing with an overall record of 5-10-3. They were in a pretty competitive and stacked conference, but when you look at the squad for John McNichol, the eighth-year coach for the Wilkes Colonels, you got 12 new squad members joining your team, and you want to change that culture. I mean, they only put up 18 total goals last season, and they need some new faces to come into this system and generate some offense in a much-needed difficult conference.
Yeah, Alex, plain and simple, 18 total goals on a season is not going to cut it. That's not going to get you where you need to be to get in a position to win. So definitely a season of ups and downs for Wilkes, as well as for the Oswego State Lakers, who finished third in the SUNY. But let's take a look at the matchup history between these two teams. I mean, there isn't very much of it, but they have played each other a couple of times.
They have, Mike, but we got as much of a clean slate as we can. Only two matches between these squads dating back 25 years. They had a match last season that resulted in a 2-1 Oswego victory. Low-scoring match, but that just shows you the competitive nature of this rivalry. But again, two young teams, a lot of new faces, lots to prove in this season opener. They had a game back in 2000, 4 years before we were born, so we weren't even notions at that point when they first played each other. But it will certainly be interesting to see this matchup with not a lot of experience under people's belts, knowing each other's teams.
Yeah, Alex, now that we've given our viewers at home a quick history lesson, let's take a look at this goalkeeper matchup. And this is an interesting one. The Lakers now without Perry Anderson will look to Peyton Crane to protect the pipes.
Yeah, Mike, this might be my favorite story going into tonight's game. Opportunity for Peyton Crane, being mentored by Perry Anderson last season. It will be very interesting to see how they come together and how Crane thrives with Anderson's advice.
Yeah, definitely two strong goaltenders out here today, and we'll certainly keep an eye out for them on the pitch. But it's time to check out our players to watch as they're all being announced out here on the field. So I'll start with you. Who are going to be your difference makers today?
Well, for the Lakers, I have a little bit of a sleeper pick. Keely McConkey. She only started one game last season, but in that one start, she had 5 shots on goal. Absolute stellar production. But on the Colonels side, my player to watch is Kate Durig. Senior defender, started 16 games last season, and for a team that gets peppered a lot on defense, they're going to need her to step up.
Yeah, Alex, I completely agree with both of those picks. I'm going to stay on the side of Wilkes, and I'm going to go with Erin Edwards. Like you mentioned, only 18 goals on the season for the Colonels last season, and she had 4 of them. So someone that was tied for that top goal scorer position on this team and is going to have to step up and continue to be someone that offense can run through here. And for Oswego, very similar. It's going to be Erica Yancey, the forward senior. 3 goals and 2 assists last season, played in 17 of the Lakers games, so she's always out here on the field, always putting in the work and being consistent. But Alex, with our players to watch out of the way, I need one more thing from you. I need your keys, Alex Kemi's keys to the game, so let's hear them.
Well, to start, my first key to the game is set the tone. You know, you got a chance to turn, for both teams, you got a chance to turn your seasons around. It starts today. Set the tone early. Be physical. Get energy under your belt. And take control of the game. My second point is this is your moment. This is the moment for new faces. We have 13 new Oswego Lakers and 12 new Wilkes Colonels. This is your moment to go out there, get your opportunity, and shine. You can be key parts of this team as long as you prove it today. And my last one, go for the counter/diagonals. Both teams are going to need to utilize the counterattacks. They're going to need to look to their outside wingers. They're going to have to send diagonals up to their forwards, and they are going to have to keep this pace fast so that one team does not get the upper hand controlling the pace.
Yeah, Alex, absolutely. 3 phenomenal keys to this game today, and we've just found out that Delaney Yarrix is going to get the start here for the Wilkes Colonels. Like we mentioned earlier, 2 very unproven goaltenders for Wilkes. Unsure who was going to get the start today, but now that we know, it should be a really good matchup between these 2.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you, Mike. I am very excited to see how Delaney Yarrix steps up to the challenge with such a elite Oswego offense peppering her in goal. We will see how she adapts and how she steps up today.
Well,
in
folks,
this match.
we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, it'll be action right here on WTOP 10 between the Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes Colonels.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast
Look
news.
at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
and welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium, where today it's the Oswego State Lakers taking on the Wilkes College Colonels in women's soccer. And in case you're just joining us, my name is Mike Neckers, coincided by Alex Chemnitzer. And Alex, we talked a little before the break about what we're expecting from this game, but let me just get some final thoughts from you.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Lakers. The Lakers are on their home turf today, I should say, but they are going to come out aggressive. They are going to come out, try to control the pace. I think their offense is going to get I think they're going to try to establish their offense very early against a little bit weaker midfield/defensive line from Wilkes. And I think the Wilkes are just going to have to find a way to adapt, counter, and find any hole that they can in that Oswego back line in order to come out victorious in this season opener.
Absolutely, Alex. And as you mentioned earlier, the holes in the Oswego back line are not always too difficult to find. So maybe some opportunities for Wilkes to be on the attack. Of course, last year, around this time, the Lakers did come out on top 2-1. But Wilkes, they put together a solid game plan. I'm sure they've prepared here for this. John McNichol, this being his 8th season, knows what he's doing. And this has everything around it to be a great matchup between these two teams.
Absolutely. It's kind of like the perfect matchup between, a dangerous Oswego Lakers offense, a little bit weaker of a Wilkes-Barre defense, but Wilkes University is going to be able to control the pitch.
Yeah, and they'll waste no time sending the ball up the field here. This one taken down by the Colonel, sent across the middle over to Anthony. Anthony down the wing. Colonel's with it in the corner. Defended closely by the Lakers. Lakers pressing high, and up they go the other way. Good stop there, an early tackle and a foul called.
A lot of physicality early. You can see Wilkes is just coming out aggressive. They know they got to put pressure on this Oswego backline, and they're doing just that.
Yeah, and a tough challenge there from Courtney Key early. Goes in, doesn't quite get enough of the ball to get away with that one, so foul is called. But this one swung in here by Elena Krajan. Keeper comes out, and a really good job done there by Peyton Crane to handle that one.
A little bit of a close call early for Oswego. A little bit of the first game jitters are coming out. You can see how much energy that these women have out on this pitch.
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. O'Rourke sends this one back to the defense, and this one goes all the way up top with it now. Courtney Key. And this one in the midfield. A big header from Lauren O'Connell. Foul called. Looks like maybe she got the elbow into the back of the Wilkes defender.
A little bit of sloppy play here early for the Lakers. Again, those jitters coming out. But, you got to control yourself. You got to realize that this is a long game. This is a long season. And we're just a minute and a half underway here.
Yeah, and here's Krajan again looking to swing this one in. The last free kick caused a little bit of trouble for the Lakers defensively. And again, right over the top, rolls into the box. A huge save there from Peyton Crane early, but look at this pressure from Wilkes.
Absolutely. Two nice early set pieces from Wilkes. I like the way they're setting up. I like the looks they're getting. Oswego's going to have to find an answer and counter soon.
And Courtney Key, a little trouble controlling that ball right away, but gets it up the wing over to Luna Catano. And now the Lakers carrying up the wing, an opportunity for Kyla Sustad to swing this one across the middle. Tries. Blocked up and over the goal. Going to be a corner kick here early for the Oswego State Lakers.
That's exactly how you counter, Mike. They, after some too early sets from Wilkes, they immediately hit the counter. They immediately hit midfield, wing, striker, and they get a shot on goal that will result in an early corner here for the Lakers.
Yeah, now an opportunity for Oswego to put a shot on net. Looks like they've got a player short here if they want to try and find Kyla Sustad, but two defenders pressuring that out there, so we'll see what they decide to do. Arm goes up, in comes the corner. This one swinging right across the box. No one puts any head on it, and that one goes all the way out. It's going to be a Wilkes throw-in on the other side.
And it almost looked like the Lakers were a little out of position and not ready for that corner, that little set piece, because on those corners, you want to utilize a dummy. You want to utilize somebody to go through, maybe kind of fake, and have somebody run back post, and it just didn't look like somebody ran that back post.
Yeah, Lakers unable to come up with one there, but now Wilkes moving this one around the back, trying to get the ball out of danger.
Great pass there to the midfield, but great defense on the other hand for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's Erica Yancey, who we talked so much about in that pregame show, Alex. Yancey, one of the leading scorers for the Lakers last year and a senior, a real leader on this team.
Absolutely. Oswego now needs to open up their space and just let the game come to them. You don't have to rush. You can control possession a little bit, but they need to utilize the space on both sides of the field.
Yeah, and Yancey sends that one just a little long, easily handled there by Yarix. This punt up just to midfield, headed forward, a really nice skip there from the Colonels, and up the wing comes Wilkes. Kicked out of bounds there by Joannou. And now Wilkes with a throw here on the near side.
And again, just how we're talking continuous pressure. They are sending long balls, and they're hoping that just one little chance can give them the opportunity to get a good, clean shot on goal.
Yeah, and that was really well done there by Drew Johnson, just shielding that ball and letting it roll right out of bounds, not letting Wilkes get a touch on it at all.
Absolutely, just control. You have a good defense that struggled a little bit last season, but this is a new season, and you just have to settle down and control the tempo.
Yeah, Colonels with this up the left side. There's Taylor Anthony. That one kicked out. Well defended by Olivia Davis, but another throw in here for the Colonels early. This one goes right down the wing, over the head of the Oswego defense. And the Lakers back here. Here's Grace Clary on this one. Boots it up the sideline, not too far before it goes out of bounds. Wilkes pressuring very high, not giving the Lakers a lot of space or breathing room to work with here.
Absolutely, not a lot of breathing space at all. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm telling everybody, just control. We don't need to get out of control here.
Yeah, in a dangerous position here for Oswego. The ball pops up in the air. Peyton Crane comes out and collects it. So now a chance to slow things down, take a deep breath, and get things going the other direction for Oswego.
Absolutely, and 5 minutes in, and Crane's already gotten her fair share of welcome to being the starter of this squad.
Yeah, and here's Courtney Key. Gets past one defender, sends this one up the left side. Lakers all the way up the left side. Going to be a close one here on the offsides call, possibly. Referee keeps the flag down. A really nice through ball. And now the Lakers trying to swing this one across the middle, but just great defense from Wilkes, not giving them anything.
And a little bit too much dribbling there from Amber McDermott. You want to, if it's not there, you don't dribble around. Two defenders collapse on her, and you just want to settle down and swing it back out.
Yeah, and Courtney Key gets that one into the middle, but the Lakers unable to get it on net. So now another throw in for the Lakers. This will be Shea O'Rourke on this one. O'Rourke sends this one into the middle. Catano with it. Catano dribbles past two, goes for the shot, blocked by that Wilkes defense. Again, really well done defensively from both teams so far. It's not allowed too many offensive opportunities, but now here comes Wilkes the other way. A fast break on the ball. Sarah Straub flying down the right side, goes for the shot. What a save from Peyton Crane.
An absolutely beautiful save. She's a little shaken up after that one. Oh, my.
I mean, just complete composure. Perry Anderson must have taught her well. What a save from Peyton Crane, Alex.
An amazing counter, too, from Wilkes. They're really controlling the tempo of this game. They're collapsing in on defense, not giving them much room to succeed on the offensive side, and then they're just sending speed, one-on-one matchups with the goalkeeper. One of those matchups is bound to go in.
Yeah, I mean, only 7 minutes into the first half, and we've already had so much end-to-end action as here comes the corner here for Wilkes. Here's Crajan. Swings this one across. Dangerous spot. Well done by Oswego. That's Erica Yancey, the captain, again, getting that one out of danger.
Well, your player of the game to watch is certainly living up to the expectations. Oswego did a great job putting two people on that front post there, not allowing anything, not allowing people to body their goalkeeper, and just not allowing any room for Wilkes to move on that set piece.
Yeah, and that one right off the foot of the Wilkes defender. It's going to come over to Peyton Crane. It'll be a goal kick. One of the first goal kicks I think we've seen here today so far. We'll see what Crane can do with it.
Oswego likes to control it right out of the backfield. Short goal kicks, establish it, get to the middle, and work from there.
A good battle there in the midfield. Just a little too much pushing. Arms fully extended by Abby Balls. So the Lakers will send it the other way.
I like the physicality that Oswego is having. Even though some of it has been sloppy, it's still good energy.
And now Oswego up the right wing. Here's Sustad again. Sustad goes for it. That one's going to go out for a throw right down in the corner. Not a great spot to be in, but we'll see what they can do with it. Olivia Davis standing by. This one goes back down to Sustad and blocked this one out, this time for a corner, Alex, and another opportunity, the Lakers' second corner of the afternoon.
The Colonels have some tenacious defenders, Mike. They got people putting their body on the line, jumping, going for any deflection that they can. They really don't want the Lakers to get comfortable here early.
Yeah, I think both teams playing a really strong physical game here so far. As in comes the cross. This one over towards the back post, headed up Looks like an easy clear for Wilkes, but having some trouble getting this one out of there, and finally out of the box, but still in a dangerous spot. Shot here from Amber McDermott. That one blocked by Wilkes and out for a Lakers throw.
Lakers just using straight disruption. Just any little bobble you can get in that box, anything can happen. That's the magic zone.
Yeah, and Sustad tries to get the cross there. Unable to get around the defender, and that one's going to roll out, go behind the goal. Going to be a goal kick here for the Colonels. And my apologies. Looks like we got a corner kick. Referee must have seen a deflection that we missed from up here.
Let's see how the Lakers can settle into their third set piece of the match.
This one swung in from the left foot. Header, chance, and what a goal from the Lakers early off the corner kick. It's Liliana DeCalibis. Scores early.
That was beautiful, Michael. Took a couple of set pieces, a couple corners to get there, but they settled in nicely. And just less than 10 minutes into this game, an absolute tone setter right out of the gate for the Lakers.
And look, all the credit to Yerix, who had a really good effort there to try and make that save, but just too far out of reach for her, unable to get there, tipped it into that top corner, and now the Lakers lead 1-0 just 10 minutes into the first half here.
Well, we talked about how volatile this Oswego offense is.
Yeah, Alex, and that's a bad foul there from Amber McDermott. Looks like she maybe got a little bit of the ball, but a lot more of the ankle of the Wilkes attacker. So now another opportunity where we've already seen Wilkes really put on some pressure from set pieces around this area.
Yeah, if I'm Wilkes after that goal, I am not sweating it. I'm saying, hey, we've gotten a lot of pressure and we're getting set pieces. We just got to convert.
And convert, maybe they will right here, but that one's going to roll right through. Peyton Crane lets it go out, and another goal kick for the Lakers, who on the last two they've had have elected to kick them short and just move it around the back.
Controlling tempo, controlling the midfield. If you control the midfield and you look for wingers, your offense will flourish.
And Peyton Crane sending everyone up the field, so maybe a change of scenery here for the Lakers. This one sent up the middle.
Great location on that goal kick. The overlap coming for the midfield.
Key sends it up to Davis. What a pass advantage played by the referee. This one kicked out of bounds, and a Laker throw-in down here again in the corner where we've seen them with the ball so much this half.
The Lakers are not wasting any time.
And Key swings that one across the middle. Wilkes sends it out, but now the Lakers switch it to the other side.
And now that the Lakers are controlling so much of the possession, I'd really like to see them switch the field and just utilize space to tire out those Colonels defenders.
And here's Joannou. This one up to Key. Key turns it to the left foot, goes for the shot. That one just wide of the net. Key looking for her second of the afternoon and just inches away here.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well take a shot, even if you're outside the 18. I mean, Yerix, while she's played very well up to this point, you got to test her a little bit. She doesn't have a lot of experience starting, so, you know, any long shot that can cause a deflection or go off a glove is worth it.
And a really nice shot there from Key, just hoping to curl it a little more, but with the left foot, I mean, a really good effort there.
And a really good start for the Lakers offense.
This one sent out by the Lakers, so a Wilkes throw. Wilkes trying to get back into this game, but it seems like the Lakers have all the momentum right now.
Absolutely.
And now a little scramble in the middle for it. A foul called by the assistant referee. And which way are the referees going to call it? We got one pointing one way, one pointing the other. It's going to be a free kick for the Colonels.
Didn't look too happy about that, talking with the referee on that sideline.
Brian McGrain also did not over on that Oswego sideline, throwing his arms up in the air, but nonetheless, it'll be a free kick here for Elena Krajan.
I like that, though. You got to have energy. You got to, argue your side.
And a good header there again. Erica Yancey, we keep saying her name, Alex. She is just dominating this defensive half of the field for Oswego.
She is not letting Wilkes get comfortable at all.
Big throw-in goes up the left side here, controlled by Sustad. Goes out of bounds, another Wilkes throw here. Wilkes heads this one forward, but again, Erica Yancey is on the scene. Clears this one up to Courtney Key. Key with a runner on either side. This one goes up the middle. Looks like Wilkes is going to get there first, send it back to the goalkeeper, and now out to the right side. They'll have a little time to work with.
Absolutely, and good job for the Colonels not to panic there in that situation.
And now a chance for the Colonels, one-on-one. Erica Yancey, not Erica Yancey, my apologies. That's Grace Clary, holds her ground there. and really well done, draws the foul, and now the Lakers with a chance to clear.
Well, we've seen a lot of defensive tactics early for the Lakers. We've seen great shields out of bounds. We've seen great, as you said, holding your ground on the 1v1 challenges. The Lakers cannot let any ground slip.
And speaking of not letting ground slip, here they come. Kyla Sustad puts this one across the middle. Not enough power on that shot, but it's going to go out for a corner kick. The first one we've seen from this far side of the field, but another opportunity for Oswego.
And 3 corner kicks early on for this Oswego squad. This is a good chance for them to practice their set pieces early in the season. If they can get their set pieces down to a T early in the season in their first game, they are going to flourish on offense this season.
Yeah, and Sustad taking this one from the far side, swinging this one in with the right foot. Up, swinging around, back post is there. Chance, goal for the Lakers. Who else, Alex?
Who else?
Courtney Key, her second goal of the afternoon, makes it a brace here just 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Courtney Key is just causing so much disruption in that middle on those back posts. She made that back post run. The Wilkes Colonels got a little bit too close together on that front post route, and nobody marked Courtney Key going back post. Just an excellent goal.
Yeah, and Alex, you could see that ball from the second it was hit. You could see Courtney Key unmarked running into that back post. I mean, just wide open, and she doesn't miss those from there.
She's certainly getting her resume's worth. 14 minutes into this game, 2 goals. That's a way to start the season, right?
Absolutely, and now Wilkes coming up the right side, looking to get one back, a chance. Good defense here, but they get the ball across, blocked by the second defender for Oswego. That was Grace Clary, another big play from her. And now bouncing across the middle, Clary again. Lakers having some trouble getting this one out of their final third, though.
It feels like Clary leading those defenders. It feels like they're everywhere. It feels like no Colonel is unmarked as soon as they get into their defensive third.
Yeah, and Alex, I think this defensive duo of Clary and Yancey is one of the best that Oswego's had in quite some time.
I would have to agree with you, Michael.
But now a foul called there for another shove here called on the Lakers, so another opportunity for Wilkes. And again, it's going to be Elena Krajan putting this ball across the middle. Krajan lining up now. Courtney Key walks over, stands in front of the ball. Referee will make her back up those 10 yards. And in comes the cross. That one up high, a little short though. And Lakers able to deal with it, running out to it. Shea O'Rourke uncontested. That one will go off the wing to Key. Key still with it, pressure out of bounds, and Wilkes another opportunity for a throw-in.
Well, we're seeing the 2 weaknesses of both teams. I mean, while Oswego is taking advantage of the little bit weaker Colonel's defense, you know, the Lakers' defense has played great, but they're still giving up a lot of fouls, and they're allowing a lot of throw-ins and a lot of set pieces for the Colonels early.
Yeah, Alex, and now Taylor Anthony making way here for Morgan Swede. The Colonels trying to change some things up here, see if they can get something going offensively.
Hey, move some pieces, give some people some different opportunities, and see if they can cause some disruption.
And this one up the wing, defended well by Oswego, but Colonels won't go down without a fight. What a battle there that we had from Sarah Strout, but just unable to get through this Oswego defense that's been really solid so far this afternoon.
Amazing physicality going into those counters.
And a good battle there, good defense by the Colonels, though again it's Elena Krajan just doing a great job of fending off Luna Catano and not letting the Lakers have anything there. That one headed out of bounds by Grace Clary.
Seems like there was a little bit of miscommunication between Clary and Gianna.
There may have been, but now Krajan again up the wing. And this one, Clary unable to get it, whiffs on the ball, but Erica Yancey's there with the backup.
Hey, Yancey's always got her teammates back.
And now running down the sideline, going to get the ball for the throw-in is again Krajan. Krajan lining this one up, looks to send this one into the middle. A lot of distance on that one, and now an opportunity for Wilkes.
Looks like the Colonels wanted a foul call there.
Yeah, that one across the middle. just unable to get a Colonel on the other end of that, and it's going to be very well done by Peyton Crane to come out and cover that one up.
Well, I tell you, Mike, the last thing that Oswego wants to do, I mean, they have 4 fouls early here in this contest. The last thing they want to do is slip up and foul somebody in that 18, giving up a penalty kick. You've shut down the Colonel's offense so well up to this point. You cannot have little mistakes cost you big.
Absolutely not, Alex. And the Lakers, like you said, have done a phenomenal job so far of not allowing that to happen. But still plenty of game left here. 27 minutes remaining here in the first, and this through ball almost makes it over to Courtney Key, looking for that hat trick here.
Little hat trick less than 20 minutes into the season.
Courtney Key with a really nice through ball down the wing, finds Shea O'Rourke. O'Rourke with a little space to work with, defender pressures. That one's going out for a throw. O'Rourke still on this one, and the Lakers will go for a substitution, taking out Courtney Key.
Oh, wow. I mean, hey, she's been everywhere on this pitch. I mean, she's got to be gassed.
Yeah, giving her a breather, and they bring in Brianna Winkler, a very capable player for this Oswego team. And Alex, the flag goes up on this one.
Flag goes up, and then after the play, a little scuffle there. Oswego is just pounding the physicality.
Yeah, and a great idea there, trying to get that ball down the wing, but just a little too far past that last defender, so it's going to be a free kick coming out for the Colonels. Colonels lining this one up. Again, it's Crajan. Boots this one up the field. Really well done there. That's Grace Clary again. The Lakers, that center back duo, just winning every header, every 50-50 ball.
I was about to say, I'm really liking how much Clary and Yancey are assuming the role of anchors for this Oswego defense.
Yeah, and another substitution here for Wilkes as in comes Aaron Somerville. Somerville immediately on the ball, loses it, and a foul called here on Wilkes. So the Lakers with a free kick from midfield. Yancey will step up to take this one.
And you know, we keep talking about Clary and Yancey on that defensive front, but I mean, they are a very young duo. I mean, Clary being a sophomore and Yancey being a junior, Oswego will have these girls for a couple more years. So,
yeah, possible dynasty warning here, Alex. That pass goes a little too far down that left wing, so a throw in here for the Colonels. Send this one up. Good battle there. Lakers win it. And now Oswego sends this one all the way up. Going to be very easy for Yerrick's to collect. She lets it roll out instead. Goes for the goal kick.
Yeah, a little breather. It looks like Amber McDermott needed a tire shoe. Got to take a little break, kick it out real quick.
And Yerrick's brings this one across to the other side of the field. Looks to switch the fields, try and find something on the other side because nothing is working up that right side right now for the Colonels.
Yeah, I mean, the Colonels keep, getting those set pieces, but they haven't been able to control some pace.
Yeah, and here come the Lakers. There's Catano, goes through two, trying to dribble around just about everybody, finally gets stopped, and now a chance for Somerville, who just boots it up the right wing, trying to get it out of there. Lakers shielding this one, and it's going to go out for a Wilkes throw. Wilkes with it still, and here's Crajan. Elects for the short throw there, well defended by Oswego. Back to Yancey. Yancey sends this one up the wing, but not too far before it runs into a Wilkes player. Wilkes on the right side now, and Oswego with a throw-in.
And if I'm Wilkes, I think they're forcing that long ball a little bit too much. They're going for the all-or-nothing one-on-one play match with the keeper. They need to throw it in short, and they need to just control the midfield a little bit better. They're getting a little out of control here early on.
Yeah, well, folks, at this time, we're going to hand it over to our sideline reporter, Eric Palmieri. Eric, how are we doing down there?
We're doing pretty good, guys. I mean, for Oswego, the main thing for them has been this aggression that they have come out with. I mean, on some of these slide tackle guys, they are looking like NFL linebackers out there. Like Courtney Key, we saw 2 minutes into the game completely take someone out. But the aggression has worked in their favor on offense as well. It's led to them getting 4 or 5 corner kicks, and they've been able to capitalize on that with a beautiful header by Key, first of all, and then a beautiful back route by Key as well to then get the second goal. So really great aggression by Oswego. And then to compliment the Colonels as well, while we haven't seen a ton out of them so far, one thing that we can say about them is speed. And so we've definitely seen with Oswego's aggression, maybe a little bit of sloppiness, and that speed has been able to counteract that with a couple of breakaways against a young goaltender in Peyton Crane. So while it is a 2-0 lead for Oswego, we just hope that aggression doesn't get too much and they leave Crane out to dry. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Eric. Certainly a lot of speed there for Wilkes, and I think Sarah Straup's got to be the one we're talking about here. I mean, we saw that breakaway. She had Peyton Crane with an amazing save on it. But if she can use that speed a couple more times, they could get themselves right back in this game just like that.
Absolutely, Mike.
And a throw-in here for Wilkes. They'll take it down in that far corner and boot it out. A corner kick opportunity here for the Colonels now, Alex. I don't think that one's ever coming back.
Making the ball boys earn their money out there.
And Cragen sets up for the corner kick. Straup playing that near position next to her for the short pass. Looks like she might swing this one in, though. And it goes right across the goal mouth. Header somehow doesn't find the back of the net. I mean, that's a tough miss.
That looked like one of the best opportunities on a set piece you are going to get all day. If you are the Colonels, you have got to be kicking yourselves right now for that. A perfect setup and just a miss on an opportunity.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. I've had my fair share of those in my days playing soccer, and I'm sure you have as well. So this one goes back to Wilkes. The Colonels on the right side look to drop this back, but good pressure from Oswego, not letting them find that first or second pass. And now Oswego takes it right back, sends it up the wing. Just a little too long, maybe a miscommunication. Winkler unable to get to it.
Yeah, the Lakers, again, when they win possession, I think they have to switch the field and start looking for open space. I mean, you can look for that one-on-one through ball and look down that side, but you start using your backfield a little bit more. Start using the center backs to switch and move from there. Yeah,
and a double substitution there from the Colonels. They'll bring in two sets of fresh legs, see if they can maybe get something going, but right now it's Brianna Winkler down the left side. Will she cut across? Nice pass from her. Just unable to get it all the way over to Kyla Sustad. A nice stop there from the Colonels, but not out of hot water yet. A corner kick for Oswego.
Their fifth corner kick 25 minutes into the game, Mike. They are just putting so much pressure and a little bit more juice on that little through ball for that setup. And we could be looking at a 3-0 start right now for the Lakers.
And we still could be. I mean, we've seen how deadly they've been on these corners so far. What's one more? No Courtney Key to put it in the back of the net, but it may not matter. We'll see. And it comes. This one again to the back post. Chance, and just barely missed. That's Olivia Davis just unable to get there, but Lakers recover. This one rolled across the middle, blocked by Wilkes and out for an Oswego throw.
Wilkes just looking for any opportunity to get that ball out of play right now. You can see that they are gassed, being on their back feet, backpedaling to try to stop this really impressive Lakers offense to start.
Here's Joanno on the throw. This one comes back to Davis. Davis looking to swing that one across the middle, unable to, but well done here by O'Connell. And Lakers lose this one in the midfield. A nice play by Madison Conrad, the sophomore defender, who's still battling for this ball, being double, even triple teamed, and just takes out the Oswego player somehow. No foul called until there, and it's called on Wilkes. Not sure how I feel about that call.
This is starting to look like a rugby match. I mean, both teams are just getting super physical with each other, and you can see them barking at each other. A little bit of high tension here.
High tension indeed, as here's Sustad lining up a free kick in a pretty dangerous position. The Lakers looking to tack on their third goal of the afternoon.
Absolutely. You cannot lose your head in situations like these. You just need to be calm and composed.
Sustad a little too much power on that one. Skies it right over the top of the net, and going to be a goal kick here for Yerricks.
It would be curious to see if Yerricks can, she hasn't had a lot of opportunity to play up since most of the game has been played in the Colonels' own defensive third, but I think if the Colonels want to control possession a little bit more, I think they need their goalkeeper up a little bit to allow that midfield to take the next step.
Yeah, get her involved and included into that defensive move around of the ball, you know?
Absolutely.
But now up the right side is the Colonels. They'll have a throw-in over here and an opportunity to possibly get into a dangerous position. This one goes all the way deep into the corner. Nice turn there from Allen. Allen still with it, swings it across the middle with the left foot. Not the foot you want to be using there. And a little collision in front of the net, but no foul called, so Peyton Crane picks this one up.
I love the intensity that both these teams have right now. I mean, we're seeing bodies hit the floor, and we are seeing tackles after tackles. I absolutely love it. I expect it fully from a season opener.
Yeah, and a good play there by Abby Bowles to send it over to the far side. This one up the wing again for Maggie Allen. Allen one-on-one here with Kalibas. This one swung back, tried to get the cross in, but just mishit it, and now the Lakers clear this one out all the way up the wing to Sustad. Sustad loses it, and now back the other way is the Colonels, but they're not going to get there in time.
That was a good position through ball from my angle, but, I mean, maybe not enough gas left in the tank to run after that quickly.
Based on how things have been going, how could you not be tired right now out on the field, though? And this one coming back for a free kick. Must have played an advantage and gone back to it.
Absolutely. Looks like we did. We're not referees. Looks like we missed stuff up here.
And Cragen's going to take this one. Another dangerous position here for the Colonels. We've seen a lot of these set pieces that Cragen's taken from this distance have been very dangerous and been scoring opportunities, but just unable to capitalize so far.
Just got to get a shot on goal here.
But again, it's Erica Yancey just locked down on defense. Everything you want from a defender.
She is living up to her name.
And Winkler tries to get up the wing. Foul called there. Not totally sure what exactly happened. Looked like maybe got tripped up a little bit, but a free kick for Oswego.
Well, I mean, Winkler just had such good hustle turning that corner on the defender and getting to the spot before her, and it allows for, those little, tic-tacky fouls where, you don't see a lot, but, momentum takes control.
And this one absolutely bombed by Yancey up to Winkler. Winkler with an opportunity to possibly swing that across, blocked by the defender, stays in bounds, and again, Winkler rolls this one across the middle, but no speed, hits it off balance.
If I'm Coach McGrain, I'm looking at Winkler right now, and I'm saying, I need her to start to be my left winger for the start, because she's just putting in so much hustle plays for the Lakers right now.
That's all you can ask for from a winger, and the Lakers control this one in the midfield again, over to Davis. Davis up the middle. Now Sustad chasing it, booted up by the Colonels, and Colonels looking to take it the other way. There's Allen on it. Allen one-on-one here with O'Rourke. Allen loses the battle. O'Rourke takes her out, but now the Colonels with it again, drop this one back to the defense.
And this is the possession I like to see from the Colonels. Before kicking it out of bounds there, it looked like they were starting to get a good possession going. They just need to find that pass before they think about it.
They need to figure out how to slow things down, get the offense moving, push the opponent up, and then that's when they attack.
Absolutely, Mike.
Well, now a substitution here for the Colonels. Or guess we'll wait till the next one. Saw the sub up at the line. No one was doing anything. I thought maybe.
A little pump fake.
But instead, the Lakers get possession back here again. Yancey sends it up the wing. That one goes out. And will they let him sub this time? No, they will not. Can only sub on your own throw-ins. So the Lakers, again, on the ball here with another throw-in. On the left side, this one goes up to the wing, and a two-handed push off the back is going to send it the other way. So now the Colonels with a free kick.
And that's all right there. You get 13 minutes left before halftime, and I mean, if I'm the Lakers here, I got an insurance goal that I can use. I can start taking some shots here.
And the Colonels take this one the other way, send it all the way up the wing. That one flying, but Grace Clary on the scene again. And now here's Amber McDermott with it in the midfield. Sends this one across to the far side. Lakers trying to get it up the wing, but no one up there for him. So this one will be turned over in the middle. And now a chance for the Colonels. Looks like a 3-on-3 with a couple defenders trailing.
Good use of the wingers.
They bring it across the middle. Really well done to get that out wide. They keep it in bounds. And the Colonels just looking to get a cross in at this point. That one goes back to Somerville. And ball played with just a little too much speed once again, but a corner called took a deflection there.
Yeah, and they had such a good early corner from the other side across the field earlier in this game where they almost got their first goal of the match. And, these corner kicks might be the difference maker for the Colonels right here. You got to take advantage when you are given the opportunity.
And finally, that substitution got its way into the game here, Alex. So now the Colonels with another corner kick, and it's again Cragen taking this corner. Some good placement here early so far from her corner kicks, but we'll see where this one goes. Again, right across the goal mouth. Crane gets a hand on it, but that one goes in, and just like that, we got a 2-1 game. Jess Shea brings them back within one for the Colonels.
Well, there goes your insurance run, Mike. Your insurance goal. That was a beautifully set up set piece. It looked like Crane got a little out of position, a little bit too sucked up too far, but the back post runs, and you create havoc in that box, and that's the golden zone. Anything can happen, and Jess Shea just in the right place at the right time to bring it within one.
Yeah, and I think we got to give some credit to Elena Cragen. Just all afternoon, every ball she's played has been near perfect.
Absolutely. Certainly their go-to for set pieces, and you can see why.
Lakers now in the midfield with it. This ball moving back and forth, trying to get something across the midfield. This one will go up the wing instead. A good opportunity here is that Shea O'Rourke on it.
Lakers moving and passing to space very well right here. Can't do too much dribbling. You need to look for those gaps, switch the field. I'm looking at this right side right here, and I think they need to switch.
Yeah, Lakers unable to get it across. Singranelli and O'Rourke playing some nice 1-2 down that sideline, but just too many defenders in the area, unable to do it. Yancey will kick that one out, and another throw here for the Colonels.
And this is a perfect spot right here for the Colonels to try to gain some momentum. It's got to feel so good getting that first goal in, and now you sit back and you say, okay, guys, we are here. We can do this. We can put shots on net. Let's get some possession going, and let's make it a draw by the end of the half.
Right, and you get one back. Sometimes that's all the momentum you need is up the wing. The Colonels go through one defender, across the middle. Chance blocked. Lakers calling for a handball, and the referee takes their call, sends it out the other way. So maybe a bit of luck there from the Lakers. Got out of one there, but good opportunity for the Colonels.
Yeah, Mike, that looked like a very dangerous ball right there. With misplaying, mishits, controlling it on that first touch on the Lakers defense. It looked like one wrong touch, and we could have a tie game. So this game is very, very back and forth.
Yeah, and the Colonels still in that final third here, trying to get some more shots on net. Battling here. That one kicked out by the Lakers defense. Again, that's Grace Clary just doing what she can to keep the ball out of harm's way.
Clary is a straight utility player. You see her on set pieces, you see her running posts, you see her marking people. She is everywhere on this pitch, and she's certainly making a name for herself as a sophomore.
Yeah, and Joanno blocks that one back out of bounds, so another throw down in the corner. This one sent across the middle, but no one in the middle for Wilkes. Just seems like maybe they should have had someone there.
And it looks like that just went out for a corner kick. No throw-in, so we got another corner from the opposite side this time. Could we see a draw by the end of this?
Alex, you want to talk about a good soccer game with a lot of action? This is it. Colonel's lining up this corner. And it won't be Cragen on this one. This one kind of rolls across the ground, sort of skips. But still an opportunity from the top of the box. Chance shot blocked. And Lakers will send that one out. Kyla Sustad racing towards the ball. But Conrad beats her to it. This one goes out for an Oswego throw.
Great discipline there by the Lakers defense. They did not let that corner goal a couple minutes ago get to them. They stayed controlled. They held their shape, and they did not let one shot on goal tie this game up.
And really well done there by Morgan Swede to get around that defender, get possession back for the Colonels, but only momentarily as the Lakers will take it right back. Send this one up high. Good header out there from the Colonels. The Lakers battling and really winning this midfield battle.
Absolutely. If you win the midfield possession, there's a good chance you're winning the game. Both teams need to utilize that.
Colonel send this one up the wing. That one kicked out of bounds by Joanno.
And a great step there by Joanno, just not letting an inch get by her. You take that extra step. If you got to kick it out of bounds, you got to kick it out of bounds. But you just got to step to your man. You cannot afford to take a step back.
And one thing I will say, Alex, we've seen it a lot more so from the Colonels than the Lakers. The use of these substitutions. Lakers have made maybe 1 or 2 this entire half. The Colonels are pretty consistently bringing out fresh legs.
Absolutely, and that's the best way to do it. I mean, they're also giving fresh faces and new people on this squad a chance to prove themselves. I mean, I really like what John McNichol is doing on that sideline.
Yeah, and obviously, like we mentioned, 12 new first-year students on the team here for the Colonels, but here come the Lakers the other way. I mean, just flying down the wing as Brianna Winkler again shoots this one straight to the gloves of Yerrick's and saved pretty easily.
And Yerrick's just good positioning there, did not bite on that near post, did not shut down her angle of that top left in net, and that was just a good composed save from a sophomore keeper. Really good stuff from Yerrick's.
So now 7.5 minutes remain here in the first half. Lakers with a throw-in on the far side of the field. They'll put this one in play. Controlled there by McDermott. McDermott loses it, though, out of bounds for a Wilkes throw. And now Wilkes will do the same, coming the other way.
Pedal to the metal here for Wilkes.
This one kept in bounds. McDermott on it. Defended well. McDermott again battling for this ball. What a tackle there. Sends this one up the wing, but foul called on her after the play. Must have tripped up the defender.
And she is not happy with that call, throwing her hands up in the air, saying to the referee, I'm just doing my part. That was a clean tackle on my end.
And now the Colonel is just waiting for that whistle to kick this free kick up the sideline. And no substitutions, just a little delay. Here it comes. Again, Amber McDermott just stepping to every ball and winning them in the midfield, not even letting Erica Yancey have to do her job back there.
Absolutely.
And a good header won there by the Colonels. A foul called. Maybe went up a little too hard, came down even harder on an Oswego player. So Lakers with a free kick here.
And that was Jess Shea, the goal scorer in this match for the Colonels. And again, not happy with the referees. It looks like the refs are going to be making some enemies throughout the rest of this game.
This one up the wing to Winkler. Kicked up and skipped right over the head of Joanno. So that's going to be a Wilkes throw off the head of Joanno. Look to send it down the wing. No one's there, so they'll slow it down a little bit. Cragen sends it flying. Joanno heads it straight up in the air, and now the Lakers boot that one out. It's Grace Clary.
Good one-on-one opportunity here.
Clary sends it up the wing to Sustad. Defended well there, though, by Mastriani. Lakers with a throw. And Sustad still with it, but out goes Brianna Winkler. Another substitution here from the Lakers. Winkler, who came in roughly 15 minutes into the game for Courtney Key, now heading back out and a new face on the field.
Well, I tell you, Mike, she's got to be gassed after all those hustle plays she put in.
Yeah, and that's Sabrina Schmidt, who comes in, instantly tries to make an impact, and gets the Lakers a corner.
And this could be the third goal for the Lakers here. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of shots on goal from both teams, but their shots on goal have come from these corner kicks and these set pieces, so a very good opportunity here.
And the Lakers look to swing this one in. It's McDermott on the ball. The left-footed cross goes in right across the goal mouth, and the Lakers have got to do a little bit better there. There should always be someone on the end of a ball like that.
Well, it looked like number 3, Jillian Brosnan. It looked like she was there running that back post, like you said, but just a little bit late. You know, 2 more steps, and that could have been a third goal because she was in perfect position to take a shot on net there.
So now with just under 4.5 minutes left here in the first half, Lakers still lead 2-1. Of course, going up 2-0 early, Wilkes able to get one back.
Yeah, I'm very impressed from what I've been seeing from the Colonels so far. Their resilience and the way they've been able to adapt to that quick start from the Lakers and Courtney Key. They did not shy away by any means, and, you know, that's all you can ask for from a squad.
Yeah, and the Colonels looking much stronger on defense than they did at the very start of this game. I mean, we saw, I don't want to say a collapse, but certainly some miscommunication, some difficulty getting the ball out, and they've really improved on that since the start of this first half.
Absolutely, Mike. And they have 5 shots on goal so far. I mean, they're already ahead of their average from last season. I mean, they're averaging 8 shots on goal last season. You know, 5 shots on goal, you're ahead, but you want to see that number go up a little bit more before the end of this half.
Absolutely right, Alex. And the Lakers now with a throw-in on the far side. This one sent down the wing, headed up by the Colonels. Good battle here on the sideline. Lakers control this one down. That's Sabrina Schmidt. This one sent up the wing. O'Rourke chasing it, unable to get there in time. So it'll be another Lakers throw in a pretty dangerous position here.
Very dangerous. 3 minutes. I mean, the Lakers, are looking for one quick more insurance goal to get right before half, and a 3-1 game looks a lot different than a 2-1 game heading into the second half.
This one goes for the shot from the Lakers there. Unable to get it, but McDermott on it now. Good tackle there from the Colonels. That's a really nice stop.
Jess Shea, she is doing everything for this team.
Another utility player out here today for sure.
Absolutely.
Lakers with this one down the left side, unable to get through. That's Kyla Sustad who loses it in the corner of the box. This one goes out, and it's going to be a Colonels throw-in. Colonels deep in their own area, though, so going to have some work to do to get this one out and up the field with just 2.5 minutes remaining. Throw comes in, up the wing, and out of bounds, right back the other way for an Oswego throw.
Heading into 2 minutes to go. I mean, the Lakers have pretty much controlled possession for a good majority of this game, but the Wilkes Colonels are not giving any ground. They are saying, we're here.
Yeah, and the Colonels field that one pretty easily. That's Yerrick's. Easily gets it. Got to pick up the tempo a little bit if they want to get another one back and tie things up before halftime. Yerrick's looks to boot this one. Makes it just to midfield. Bounces right over the target, though, as that's Mia Black just unable to get to the ball in time.
Mia Black was in good position. She was just a step behind, and if she controlled that on the first touch and looked to open up after that, we could have looked at a quick counter here with 1.5 minutes to go.
And that was really well done by Elizabeth Singranelli to just shield that ball out of bounds after it went off the head of Elizabeth Black. I mean, just so well done.
Great technique from the Colonels.
And now the Lakers with it again for the throw-in here. This one comes flying in. Finds Schmidt down the wing. And out for another Laker throw-in. Just a minute remaining here in the first. So Lakers with a chance to tack on a third goal, go get that insurance goal back again. But the Colonels doing everything they can to not allow it. The linesman on our near side is called an offside.
And if I'm the Colonels right now, I am, wiping my brow a little bit after that one, because the Lakers their offense kept pounding that left side, and, they might have, caught a break right there going into half.
Yeah, and the Colonels maybe just looking to get out of the first half without letting another one in at this point. Slowed things down a little bit and just can't seem to break this Lakers press. But what a ball over the top down to Schmidt. Schmidt battling for it. Keeps it in bounds, turns it back the other way. 30 seconds on the clock. In comes a cross. Well defended there by the Colonels, though. This one sent out to the corner by Schouten.
20-second counter.
Colonels send this one up the right wing, defended very well by Erica Yancey, whose name we haven't said in a while.
Yeah, haven't need to. I mean, the game's been going on in the Colonels' defensive third. 5 seconds to go.
And that'll do it here for the first half of action. We head into halftime. The Lakers ahead 2-1. And Alex, give me your thoughts here.
I mean, that was just an absolute game of momentum so far in that first half. The Lakers capitalizing early on some good chances from Courtney Key, and some lackadaisical defense turned into some fortifying defense. I mean, the Wilkes Colonels stayed resilient, and they used their counters, they used their set pieces, and they used their heads to get their first goal of the match.
Yeah, Alex, certainly still anyone's game here as we head into halftime, but we're going to take a quick break and send it down to our sideline reporter, Eric Palmieri. Eric, a very close, very tight game. What do you got for us, man?
The one thing I can say about this game is just excitement. I find myself holding my breath on every single corner kick, no matter which team it is. And both teams out here are just doing a fantastic job. On Wilkes' side, the Colonels, they had to play on their back toes for a good majority, that first 30 minutes of that game. And yet, they're exhausted, they're tired. They're able to come back with a counterattack and make this just a one-score game. And you have to credit a lot of that to John McNichol. You see the substitution, the rotation. Like you guys were saying, there's 12 new faces on this team. There is no, set-in-stone roster. So he's just putting out different faces, seeing the different looks, and it's working to their advantage, keeping the fresh feet out there. And on Oswego's side, if I'm head coach Brian McGrain, I don't know who I'd be giving MVP of the half to. You know, you got Courtney Key with her physicality. You have Erica Yancey just being right place, right time all the time. You have Brianna Winkler, who just has endless hustle. And then Peyton Crane, who is taking this, you know, it's a lot of pressure. It's her debut game after taking over Perry Anderson's spot, and she's throwing her body everywhere. So you just have every player out here is giving their all. So it's super exciting stuff. Can't wait for the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. That'll do it for our first half of action here at Laker Turf Stadium. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, because in just 13 minutes we'll be back with second half action between the Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes Colonels right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast popcorn. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
And welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium here in Oswego, New York. In case you're just joining us, my name is Mike Neckers, coincided by Alex Kemnitzer. And Alex, what a first half it was.
Yeah, just great action on both sides of the ball for both squads here. I mean, we got some pretty identical stats, a lot of set pieces, and a lot of goals off of those set pieces. Oswego with 6 corners, Wilkes Colonels with 4 corners. I mean, they are using those set pieces to get opportunities. Not a lot of shots on goal, and that just speaks volumes to how good the center backs for the Lakers have played and the shape that the Wilkes Colonels are holding for Delaney Yerricks to succeed in net. Just some absolutely great even footy in the first half.
Yeah, and the Lakers lead 2-1 here. We mentioned earlier in the pregame show that the Lakers lost a lot of players last year. More on that is Eric Palmieri. Eric, tell us what you got.
Thank you, Mike. Well, Oswego is going to be looking to hit the ground running for the 2025 season. As you guys said, this game sets the tone, but there might be some rubble in their path as they start off the season, as their star defenseman, Jillian Groth, has departed from the team after graduating last season. Groth was the heart of this system, playing more minutes than anyone last year on the team, earning accolades in both 2023 and 2024. And while the team will certainly miss Groth, giving offenses headaches, and might go through some growing pains without her for an already lackluster defense, the Lakers will surely be leaning on their superstar seniors Erica Yancey and Amber McDermott, whose elite goal-scoring abilities were able to land them both on the second-team All-Conference. It will be exciting to see these experienced veterans fully take on that leadership role this season, and the second half will be exciting to watch in just 1 minute. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Eric. Exciting indeed. That is the word that really defines how I'm feeling today about this game, and I'm sure, Alex, you agree with me here. It's just been so exciting to watch these two teams play, to get back into soccer action here.
Absolutely, and going into this game, it was a huge question mark for how both of these teams would look. I mean, we talked about all the new faces, 12 on one side, 13 on the other. We talked about how the culture wanted to shift. We talked about how much the Wilkes Colonels struggled last season generating offense, and I was a little skeptical on how it would pan out, but it looks like so far both teams are clean, cut, precise, and it looks like they are ready for an exciting second half to the season opener.
Yeah, Alex, and it would be a crime to not talk about Courtney Key. Only played around 20 minutes in the first half, found the back of the net twice, and gave the Lakers this lead.
Yeah, and she is back out there right now looking for that hat trick, but more importantly, looking to secure this dub for the Lakers.
Yeah, good battle there in the midfield between Lauren O'Connell and Abby Bowles. O'Connell comes away with it for the Lakers. This one all the way up the right wing. They'll try and get to that cross, but rolls across that touchline before they can get to it.
Yeah, and the Lakers right there, just a great through ball and a great aggressive attack, but just one bad touch and it's out of bounds. Just got to, slow down a little bit. I know you're fired up coming out of that second half. You're ready to run, but you still got to be controlled, and you still got to get that first touch.
Yeah, sometimes one bad touch is all it takes to ruin an attack, but here come the Lakers again. There's O'Connell, wins it. Unfortunately, loses that one out of bounds, but Colonel's coming the other way with it. Colonel's on the throw-in again. That's Cragen. Cragen sends it all the way up the wing, and who else but Grace Clary to clear that one?
Cragen is the Colonel set-piece queen, it looks like. Just every set-piece, every throw-in, she is just giving the Colonels so much opportunity to succeed on their attacks.
All they have to do with that is capitalize, which we've seen them do already once. We know they're capable of it, but can they do it again before the time runs out, or will the Lakers be able to hang on here?
Oh, they're just slowly throwing after throwing on this left side. They're just slowly moving up. That's all it takes. Inch a little bit and control, and just stay in Oswego's defensive third.
Yeah, working their way down the touchline. A good header from the Colonels to keep that one in play. There's Maggie Allen with it. Allen trying to keep this one inbounds. Back to Cragen. Cragen looking to cross, left-footed, right into the center of the box. Headed out by the Lakers, and what a battle here between these two. But here comes Oswego the other way. A lot of space to work with. This one booted up the left wing. Kyla Sustad with it. Sustad one-on-one. Looks to beat the defender. Past the first. Shoots. This one blocked. A really nice stop there by Riley Mastriani. And now this one rolling back, a little bit of a miscommunication there on the defensive end for the Colonels. This one will slowly trickle its way out for an Oswego throw-in.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of inexperience showing right there. Delaney Yerrick's has to come get that ball right there. It's rolling to your 6. You cannot let your center back do all the work. You have to be very quick in that box.
Yeah, and quick off the line. Wasn't able to get there that time, but luckily no harm, no foul for the Colonels. Lakers bringing this one down the right side now, and Joanno's going to send this one back the other way. Down the right wing, Colonel's going to let this one roll out, and it's going to be Crajan again with another throw-in. This one she elects to go short, and Colonels will try and carry this one up the field.
And Mike, it's looking like the Colonels are so much more controlled coming out of this second half. They're not, going for the long ball as much, but they're just letting the game come to them, and they're letting Oswego, who's extremely aggressive on offense, they're letting Oswego's pace get the best of them, and they're just taking what the Lakers are giving them.
Yeah, certainly some adjustments made at halftime by John McNichol. Of course, his 8th season here, so quite a bit of experience behind him, and able to make those adjustments and maybe come out of here with a tie or a win for the Colonels today.
Absolutely. Anything works.
And that ball goes flying over the fence, so we'll wait for a new one to be set in play here. But it's going to be a throw-in again for the Colonels. Crajan sends this one up the left wing, headed forward, and a nice clear from the Lakers to get that one back across midfield.
But, Mike, look at all of the space right here on this right side of the field. I know you're on the left and it's a throw-in, but if I'm the Colonels, I'm getting it to a midfielder, and I'm saying, hey, we have to switch the field right now. We have to find the flank, and we have to attack those diagonals.
Looks like Ava Young and a big patch of grass in front of her could be quite dangerous here,
Absolutely.
But the Colonels have got to get the ball over there when they're on the attack here.
Into some open space.
And that one headed out of bounds by the Lakers. So, again, the Lakers just going back and forth on this far sideline. Someone's going to switch the field eventually. It's just going to be a matter of who. Lakers boot this one up the wing again, and another throw-in.
You think Crajan's arms are getting tired?
They've got to be at this point.
She might pop a rotator cuff.
Crajan's again with it, just waiting for something to open up, but nothing is, because the far side of the field is what's wide open. And turns back, foul called on the Lakers. And now an opportunity for the Colonels in a dangerous position. And who else but Elena Crajan to take the kick?
Yeah, absolutely. She has an absolute rocket for a leg.
And Courtney Key steps in front of this one.
I would not want to step in front of
me neither.
Set piece.
And Colonels elect to send this one down the sideline. Not a bad idea.
Good control.
Looking to swing it across the middle, blocked by the Lakers defense, but that's out for a corner, and now another opportunity for the Colonels. Crajan goes up to take the corner.
I mean, we've been talking about this all game, but these corners are where they've thrived. It's where they've gotten their goal, and it's where they've been able to create some opportunities. So, I mean, let's see this Crajan boot, and let's see who can run that back post.
Yeah, and the Colonels' 5th corner of the night here comes soaring in, swinging outwards, though. Not great for running onto a ball. Lakers able to skip that one back. That's Courtney Key, and now a one-on-one opportunity for the Lakers. Make it a 2-on-1 ball. They try to play it, but unable to get it to Sustad before the defender blocks it. So now the Lakers in a defensive spot here. Really well done there by Shea O'Rourke, who slips but gets right back up, gets the ball through 3 attackers, and clears it out of harm's way.
Well, you can hear this crowd, this home crowd, and all the energy. They love seeing people put their body on the line, and these Lakers just hitting the turf and just not giving up an inch. It is amazing to see the energy they're getting from their home crowd.
Indeed it is, and Joanno now with this throw-in on the far side once again. Lakers will send it up the sideline. And Colonels will receive this one. That's again Crajan out wide. This one goes up the touchline again. Battling here for it. It's going to roll out for an Oswego throw-in.
But again, look at how congested this left side of the field is. Somebody needs to, a center back can go back, find Yancey in the back and have her control it and swing the field.
And there's the switch for the Colonels. Carrying up the right side, here's Ava Young. Young sends it down the wing Colonel's just unable to get there, though, as that's Abby Bowles, who just loses it.
Just a little bit slow on that through ball, a little too much juice on that flank ball, but you know, I'm liking the switch in the field and the opportunity there. It's just got to control it down the way.
Now here's O'Rourke with the throw. Good turn from Courtney Key, but bounces off her leg and rolls out for a Colonel's throw. Young sends this one up the wing and back to the Lakers.
Good control there by the Lakers. McDermott now has a chance.
A nice little one-touch pass there from Courtney Key to get the ball back into that offensive zone. Sustad back down the wing to Key. Key battling to try and get there. Doesn't. Rolls out of bounds and a collision down there, but no foul called. So a throw for the Colonels.
And these are good, quick throw-ins by the Colonels, but they're just missing the top of their teammates' heads. One little skip, and they could have a true attack on goal.
Yeah, and O'Rourke called for a foul. Just a two-handed push there. Really just fully extended the arms, didn't try to play the ball. Not a bad idea to foul there, though. I mean, this Colonels team is building up some momentum right now. You got to slow them down somehow.
Absolutely.
And that's a big ball again from Crajan. This one bouncing up to Key. Key being pushed in the back, still gets the ball, goes through two defenders and then loses it. Nicely done by O'Rourke to get around that Colonel's defender.
Just hold your shape. The Lakers just got to hold.
And that through ball, just a little too much speed on it. Crane easily collects that one. Great idea to try and find Sarah Straub across the middle, but just too much speed.
Just a great ball through the middle, and that's the idea that they have to keep pounding through those through balls through the middle. Just find those windows and attack them when they open. All it takes is one quick counter and one quick pass, and you've got a real shot on goal.
Yeah, and the Lakers try to clear that one, fouled as the ball is rolling out of bounds, so they'll get a free kick out of this one. And looks like they'll try and bring in a substitute as well.
Both teams struggling early, though, in this second half to get real good quality shots on goal.
Yeah, now we're 10 minutes into it. Yet to see a real, like you said, quality shot on goal, but this one comes flying up the field. Courtney Key trying to chase it down. Doesn't look like she's going to get there in time, and it'll be a goal kick here for the Colonels. And an interesting choice here. We're seeing Grace Clary leave the field for Ashley Praxel, the freshman midfielder. Lakers bringing in a midfielder, maybe trying to get a little more offensive here.
Yeah, it looks like they're taking out a defender to allow more control in the midfield because they feel like they're losing their battles on the offensive end when they're trying to establish their possession. So, you know, now it looks like they're switching more to a 4-4-2 instead of a 4-4-3, and they're trying to win that midfield battle and attack.
Yeah, adding that extra midfielder also creates a little extra help defensively for them, bringing those wingers a little further back. So certainly some positives, but Clary looks to be getting checked out at the trainer's table as well on the sideline. Hope she is okay.
That would be a huge loss for the Lakers, Mike.
And this one goes out for an Oswego throw. Lakers send this one up the far sideline. Controlled very nicely by Sustad, trying to keep it in. Goes out for a Colonel's throw. Colonel's up the other way now. And again, another Colonel's throw after being deflected out by McDermott.
That's one way to advance the ball.
Nice and slow, one little bit at a time. The Colonels will move their way up the sideline. This one headed backwards. And a battle here for it. Colonels now with an opportunity. Looks like a 4-on-4, but a bad pass. Gives it right back to Oswego, and here's Sustad with it again.
And Ava Young on the Colonels was on that right side, and she was calling for the ball, but her teammate did not pick up her head fast enough and probably missed out on a really good opportunity to spread the field.
Yeah, and that pass from McDermott just a ways too long. It's going to go out for a Colonel's throw. Here's Young on it. Young sends this one in. Two Oswego players collide. Not what you want to see. This one rolling down the sideline.
And Shea O'Rourke is shooken up after that.
Going to roll out of bounds, and we're going to stop play to check on this. A collision here, but it's been quite the game here so far. A little slower to a start for the second half here, Alex, between these two teams. But what do you think both of them need to do to either get themselves back in this game or hold on?
Well, for the Lakers, they just need to focus on, you know, you still got 33 minutes. You're not by all means draining the clock at all, but you got to focus more on possession. You got to focus less on those long balls or those passes. You got to just control the midfield and let the game come to you. And on the other hand, I really like what the Colonels are doing because they're just letting Oswego, give them opportunities. They're not shying away from the moment, and they just got to start putting it together.
Yeah, putting it together. They've been trying to for quite some time now. Got that one goal around halfway through the second half, and since then it's been pretty quiet from both sides. So looking to capitalize, maybe find the back of the net again. A foul called here on the Lakers, so essentially a corner kick here for the Colonels.
Yeah, a little bit closer. This is very dangerous position for the Lakers right now, and maybe send up one more person just to have an insurance, but it looks like they're going to go straight for an on-net look right here.
Yeah, with Krajan taking this shot, I wouldn't hate it. I mean, she's got the leg to get it there. She's been pretty accurate all afternoon, so what's one more?
Absolutely.
Goes for the cross. This one a little short, actually. Maybe an announcer's jinx from you and I up here. That one's going to roll right into the gloves of Peyton Crane, who drops it out for a corner. And we talked about Crane and maybe her inexperience going into today's game, of course, sitting behind Perry Anderson for the last year. And that's just a mistake that happens to the best of us, but it's a costly one.
Absolutely. As a former goalkeeper, you have those balls that just, roll off the wrong side of the glove. And, you're right, inexperience showing, but that's just a mental error if I've ever seen one, and it'll be curious to see how she bounces back.
This one swings out. It's a little too far back. An accidental header out there by Catano, but the Colonels right in front of net. Lakers in a dangerous position, slipping in the box, sliding all over, missing easily controllable balls here, and looks like the Colonels might have a few more chances coming up.
If you're the Colonels right now, you see, a little drop in the bleachers there. That was a loud one. But you see, if you're the Colonels, you see Crane make that little slip up. You see Nicolette Joano, slip in the defensive third. You're thinking, oh, maybe we've thrown them for a loop a little bit. This is where we capitalize.
And all of a sudden, the Colonels winning these 50-50 balls in the midfield, too. Now a chance for Sarah Straub. Tries to get past the defense. Lakers get it out, but not all the way out. And Colonels back with it at the top of the 18. Chance for a shot. They'll take one. And smart decision there from Peyton Crane to just let that one roll on by.
Absolutely. But again, we're seeing sloppy touches from the Lakers. It looks like they're maybe a little rattled and maybe a little worried. Only having a one-goal lead right now, it does not look like they're playing with a lot of confidence.
But what a header from Brianna Winkler down the wing. I mean, really well done to get past that first defender and forces the Colonels to kick that one out of bounds.
Winkler has just been a straight spark plug for this Lakers squad.
Yeah, Winkler with the most hustle on this field without a doubt. I mean, just running up and down, end to end, all game long whenever she's been on the field. I feel like we've been saying her name pretty consistently. Lakers with this one. They send it back across the middle. They'll come all the way back to Yancey. Up the wing now. Chance for Oswego. Here's Joanno. That one goes up the wing, but just not there fast enough. The Lakers unable to get there. Is that Sustad?
And again, a good idea for the starting the attack. And, that might not be a bad through ball, but it's not a good one when your teammate is, 6 steps behind. So, you got to slow down. You just got to take your time and let the play develop. I mean, they're getting a little ahead of themselves, and the Lakers need to start calming themselves down very soon.
Yeah, 2 fresh sets of legs enter the field here for the Colonels. Maybe trying to use that to their advantage. We haven't seen a substitution from the Lakers in quite a few minutes, so maybe fatigue setting in for them, and the Colonels might be able to capitalize. Lakers send this one up the left wing to Brianna Winkler. Winkler one-on-one fighting for this one. Looks like it went off the leg of a Wilkes defender, but they're able to get that one out of bounds for a throw. Really well done there by Kate Durig, the senior defender.
My player to watch, Kate Durig, she had so much hustle right there on that goal line, making sure there was no corner.
And Lakers swing that one across the middle, rolls all the way through over to that other corner flag, and Colonel's unable to save it, but made some contact on it, so it's going to be a Lakers throw-in on the far side now.
And that looked like a great opportunity. I mean, you had Sustad right there. Again, 2 steps away. It feels like the Lakers are just 2 steps away from converting one here.
And a chance there from Catano. Tries to flick it over the defender, but instead flicks it right back out of bounds. So a throw now for the Colonels. And Cragen's going to take it once again.
And we have our very newest ball boy. Look at this, a golden retriever on the sideline going for that ball.
Cute little puppy over there. This one up the wing, though. Lakers going to need to defend. A lot of speed here from Sarah Stroup. Stroup one-on-one with 2 defenders trailing. Looks to get past the first. Good defense from Oswego State to get that one out of there, but looks like it's going to roll all the way out. Can she get there? Not in time. It'll be a throw-in in the very back corner.
And that was great speed from the Colonels there, but the Lakers just held their shape. Their back 4 just did not give any ground, and they just held the shape. They let her come to them, and they ended up stopping the attack completely.
Yeah, and Stroup with a really good opportunity there, but like we mentioned, really good defense. I'm sure she's disappointed not to be able to capitalize on that one, but when you're going up against the likes of Erica Yancey and everyone else on this Oswego defense, it's going to be hard, and pass played just a little too early there. Going to be an offsides called there on the Colonels.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity right now for maybe the Lakers to swing it to their right back, you know, that wide open spot in the field, to look for the midfield and then attack the flanks.
Yeah, an opportunity to swing it across. Instead, they'll send it up the middle. Praxel battling for this one in the midfield and using her arms quite a bit there. Gets away with it.
Good physicality. Maybe the ref didn't see the best angle of that play.
And that one's going to roll all the way back to Yerix. Yerix elects to leave it on the ground and pass it out. And now the Colonel's up the left side, just a foot too far ahead and unable to get there.
That was beautiful passing back and forth, Mike. I mean, a quick 1-2, and they had open space. Just, again, you're right, 1 step away.
Well, the Lakers now with a throw down here, and again, a dangerous position. Here's Allison Dmitrievsky. Throws this one into Catano. Catano turns past the first defender, still with it. Sends it down the wing, finds Sustad. Sustad in the corner, tries to pass the defender, swings it across, but rolls right out of bounds. Took a deflection, it'll be a corner for the Oswego State Lakers.
All right, let's see what the Lakers' tactic is here. We'll check, you know, how Yerix is directing.
And they took this one short, goes across the middle, almost put in by Brianna Winkler. Nice stop there from the Colonels defensively, who got a body in front of it just in time.
And that was good traffic directing by Delaney Yerkes in goal. She was pointing out, you know, front post to shut down, and, you know, they got away with, you know, maybe a bit of a break, but great leadership from a young keeper.
Absolutely. Here's Sustad with it now on the far side. Rolls this one into Winkler. Winkler with 1, maybe 2 defenders to beat. Gets past the first, swings it across. Chance. Shot. Catano. Save. Oh, my goodness. What a save from Yerix.
That was amazing. She takes away that near post side and just gets a hand on it, uses her body.
And here come the Lakers again, not giving Yerix any time to settle back down after that one. But Colonels sending it right back the other way. They're going to play the through ball last second, but stopped there by O'Connell, the senior midfielder. O'Connell sends this one up.
And you can hear the Colonels fans right now in this crowd. I mean, they are fired up after that save. A potential game-saving save right there with 24 minutes left to play.
Yeah, Colonels will send this one up the sideline. Rolls out of bounds and another Lakers throw. Dmitrievsky waiting for this ball to be thrown down the sideline. Most likely to her Lakers also with a chance to go back. But yeah, Dmitrievsky checking too. Oswego's going to send it a little further down to Catano. Catano battling past one defender. Past a second. Looks for the pass down the wing, but no one's there with her. Winkler picks it up anyways. Sends this one across on the ground. Almost rolled out of bounds, but able to keep it in. Here's McDermott. McDermott on the left foot. Shoots. Saved. Another nice save by Yerix here. Still 2-1, and Yerix really keeping this Wilkes team in the game right now.
I tell you, Mike, Yerix is making a great case for her to be the starter going in this entire season. I mean, she is not shying away from the big moment. She is making class saves right here.
Yeah, and speaking of class, here comes Kyla Sustad coming down the wing. Another opportunity for the Lakers across to Winkler. Winkler gets there, blocked by 2 defenders and picked up there again by Yerix. What a battle we've had here in these past couple of minutes.
And if the Colonels were not careful, that was inches away from being a PK right there. One penalty kick, and this game could be very different. So Colonels have to focus on holding their shape and defending without fouling.
Yeah, and I think Winkler's probably due for a goal here pretty soon. I mean, she's been pressuring pretty heavily recently, but here's Praxel just battling for this ball. Rolls out, assistant referee signals it'll be a Lakers ball. This one up to Winkler again. Winkler past the first defender.
She just has so much touch and speed.
Through
and
two, bobbing and weaving. Winkler swings this across, trying to get there just a little too short. Yerix, nicely done to be off her line that quickly. Sustad just can't get there. But what a ball from Brianna Winkler.
I mean, she splits 2 defenders on the left side, uses her speed, and gives a picture-perfect ball right to the center of the field. She is their ultimate utility winger.
And Lakers with it here. They'll send it out wide. Carrying up the left side's O'Rourke to Praxel. Back to O'Rourke. O'Rourke with Winkler next to her. Winkler on it. Sends this one across the middle. Chance here. Really good chance for the Lakers, but so well defended as that's Riley Mastriani who clears that one out. Still in a dangerous position, though. Catano loses it in the middle. And finally, Wilkes will clear that one.
And I really like Catano's physicality up near the box. I really do, but it seems like she's given the ball away a couple of times because she has it on her foot for too long.
And here comes Winkler again, absolutely stuffed. What a tackle there from Aaron Somerville. I mean, just says no thank you, not today.
That'll wake you up right there.
But Lakers get this one back in the midfield. And again, it's down to Winkler. Winkler called offsides on that one, a close one, but just off.
And it looks like she's calling for the sidelines a little bit. It seems like she's a little shaken up after that really hard tackle. I mean, all of her speed just seemed to have left her body in one instant. I mean, she looks gassed now after that. Probably got the wind knocked out of her on that time.
Yeah, Alex, and speaking of the sideline, we take a look over to midfield. We've got 3 substitutes for each team just waiting to come in. So a big change here, a big momentum shift possibly for these 2 teams.
Absolutely. You know, new faces, new opportunities. Here we go. Final stretch, 20 minutes to go.
Yancey sends that one up to Winkler again. Now both teams going up the wing. Finally kicked out of bounds. And looks like these substitutes will come in for both teams.
Winkler is playing tough as nails right now as she jogs off the field for her much-deserved substitution. I mean, she, despite getting tackled into oblivion on that one play, she got right back up and she continued to put pressure on this Colonel's defense.
Yeah, and Winkler certainly making a good case for why she deserves to be on the field here today, maybe even starting.
Absolutely.
But a huge battle there between those 2 teams these past few minutes, and now with just under 20 remaining, Lakers still lead 2-1 as some fresh legs come in. Here's Schmidt in the corner. Schmidt still with it, getting pressured pretty heavily. Cross goes over the top, cleared out. McDermott on it in the midfield. McDermott loses it. Colonel's now coming the other way.
A chance for opportunity.
Chance for a through ball. Edwards making the run. They'll keep it themselves down the right wing. That's Maggie Allen on it. Allen looks to swing this one across, rolls it up to the 18 instead. Chance for a cross. Just a little too much power on that one. Goes past the touchline and out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, Jess Shea was looking for her second goal right there. But that's a great spot to look for a goal. I mean, there was no Laker defender within 5 yards of her. I mean, even if it's slightly outside of the box, let one rip. I mean, test Peyton Crane in those nets.
Absolutely, but the Lakers now send it the other way. Here's Praxel. Praxel up the wing. And now through to Schmidt. A really nice ball there from Baca. And Schmidt just a little too much on that one. Rolls it right into the gloves of Yerix.
Yerix doing a great job of being very quick in that box and just, you know, you want a goalkeeper with a little bit of speed so that they can just cover the top of that area and get there before the strikers.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, Alex. But now the Lakers down the right wing again, trying to find Baca, but unable to get it to her. This one goes down the left touchline instead. Rolling, might make it all the way out of bounds, and it looks like the Colonels are going to let it go out of bounds.
This has been a completely night and day game. Like, I mean, a lot of adjustments were made in the second half, but we haven't seen an on-goal shot from the Colonels yet this entire half, and we've only seen 2 from Oswego, both good chances, but, you know, the pace of this game has certainly slowed down after that very exciting first half.
Absolutely, Alex. And now the Lakers just trying to keep the ball out of their defensive end, but Colonel's not making it easy, pressuring high and making them work for it. This one goes up to Baca, goes right past Baca and back to Crajan. Colonel's going up the left wing now. Ball played a little too far in front of that winger. And a really nice turn in the midfield from the Lakers here. That's Davis. Going up the wing now, Schmidt. Schmidt one-on-one in the corner. Tries to get past the first. Looks to drop it back instead, but just a pass, a little wayward. Took a deflection, so it'll stay with Oswego.
Yeah, it looks like the Colonels are buying as much defensive time as they can to let their shape form a little bit more in their defensive third.
Yeah, and the Lakers taking their time now, moving the ball around the back. Nothing wrong with that. Slow things down a little bit.
This is the game plan. A little bit of a off pass by O'Rourke, but this is the game plan that the Lakers should be following going into these last 15 minutes. I mean, slow it down and find the easy pass.
Erica Yancey instead wants to boot this one up and get things going. So there's Baca over to Schmidt. Schmidt with a chance for a shot, puts it on, and a goal for Sabrina Schmidt. Lakers lead 3-1, and what a goal it was.
And that was perfect back and forth passing at the top of the 18 to create a one-on-one opportunity. I mean, you see 2 quick passes, a beautiful through ball for Schmidt, and just a one-on-one opportunity. And Yerix was just a little bit out of position, a little bit too far up. You want to play back a little bit, but in a beautiful goal to give an insurance goal for the Lakers.
Yeah, Sabrina Schmidt, her first goal of the season for the Oswego State Lakers, and a very important one, like you said, bringing back that insurance goal that they had earlier on in the first, and now already on the ball again, carrying up the wing.
Picking up right where she left off. She is not satisfied.
Schmidt wins a throw for the Lakers down in that near-sided corner.
And this is where you can start taking a little bit of the energy out of the Colonels now. That is a gut punch of a goal with 15 minutes to go.
Praxel throws it down to Schmidt. That one kicked back out of bounds for another Laker throw-in. And the Lakers kind of trapped down in this corner now. They're going to have to do something to try and get it out of there.
It's going to be difficult. They need to look for a short pass. They don't need to really throw it too far. They go for the short pass, and that's probably the right move in that situation. It's difficult.
And a battle there in the middle. Here's McDermott on it. Dribbles through 2, loses it to that third defender. And a swing and a miss there from O'Connell. Not what you want to see, but O'Connell able to recover thanks to the help of Erica Yancey. Sarah Straub almost with a one-on-none opportunity there.
Yeah, a little bit of a nail-biter right there for the Lakers fans. I mean, Straub has so much speed, and, you know, when they send her that long ball, she is able to weave through defenders very well, and 2 swings and misses from the center backs, and it could be trouble.
Yeah, Shea O'Rourke able to get that one out, but another throw in here for the Colonels, and it's Erin Somerville who will take it from way down in this near-sided corner.
Looking to get their first shot on goal of the entire half. I mean, this Lakers defense we talked about struggled a lot last year, and they're certainly fixing that and changing that culture very well.
Colonels look to swing that one across. Goes a little too high above the 18, and now coming the other way is Praxel. Praxel carrying will look to send it down the sideline, but just a little too far behind Baca up the wing.
Great control by the Oswego left backs here. That was a great clear by O'Rourke.
And this one comes the other way. Colonels with it on the far side. Bring it back across the middle. And it's going to come out again to Somerville. Somerville now carrying up the right wing. Swings this one in and just a little too far. Going to be collected nicely there by Peyton Crane.
Yeah, I mean, Erin Somerville just looking for a long boot. You know the substitution's coming in, but, you know, at this point, the Colonels are going to have to start taking some deep shots and just seeing if they can get, you know, a deflection off of Crane's glove. You know, maybe somebody comes in off of a bobble or something. But, you know, the Colonels are going to have to scratch and claw their way in these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and Straub gets the ball going up in the right direction, but Erica Yancey is there to collect it and make sure nothing's going to go wrong for the Lakers. But now up the right wing to Baca. Baca, one player to beat, loses that one out of bounds, so Colonel's coming back the other way, but referee says, hold on, we got a substitution. So 2 new sets of fresh legs coming in for the Colonels. Coming in is Ava Young and Morgan Swede, a first year and a sophomore. So looking to bring some fresh and young legs out here to see what they can get going here in these final 13 minutes.
Absolutely, and if I'm those 2 Colonels, I'm saying this is my moment, this is my shot. I got 13 minutes left. I've been on the bench. You know, my legs are fresh, and I'm fired up and ready to go. If they can create any opportunity here for the Colonels, not only will they see more playing time, but they will see more success from their entire unit as a whole.
Absolutely, and a tough battle there in the midfield. Looks like the throw is going to go the way of the Colonels. So taking this one will be Krajan.
We also might see Yerix get a little bit more involved in that backfield. If there's a through ball, she's got to get there first. And, you know, if she can control it a little bit and redistribute, the Colonels might have an opportunity to get one more good final attack.
Yeah, and the Colonels certainly need to be pushing up a little bit higher here if they want to get themselves back into this game. This one goes up the far sideline. Captain play, and the Lakers bringing it the other way now. Look to go across the middle. A nice try there from Olivia Davis to send that one up to Schmidt. Schmidt unable to get there, but recovers anyways. A ball through the middle. We'll see what the call is. Looks like the flag's going up.
It was just a little late there, Mike. I mean, Schmidt had it, and she had that slip past Ibaka, but she waited half a second too late, and Baca was trying to stay on sides and go slower, but just a little out of position.
A bad tackle there from the Oswego State Lakers. That's Baca just taking out a player from behind, and that's going to be a foul every single time.
Absolutely.
So now the Colonels with a chance to boot this one up the left wing, and again, it's Krajan. A nice little back heel through ball there from Schouten.
That was a great technique just to try to continue the play. And, you know, from a freshman, a first year, you really like to see that. That's showing Coach McNichol something on that sideline.
And battling in the midfield here now, really well done by Olivia Davis to win that one. Schmidt takes it off of the defender. Schmidt carrying up the wing, has Baca in front of her, sends it through. Baca hoping to stay onside this one. She will. Baca past another. Chance to swing this one across the middle, unable to. Well done there by the Colonels to slow that one down.
Absolutely, and it looks like Baca just got a little bit too fast for her legs to keep up because she slipped on her foot. She was looking for a through ball. She had another Laker right at the top of the 18 that could have been a through ball and a shot on goal, but it happens.
Certainly does, and now the Lakers still up at the top of the 18. Pressuring heavily on the Colonels here. The Colonels who really need to get out of this defensive zone and start attacking themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's do or die now. You got to go down with a fight.
And a shot. This one saved there by Yerix. Looked to be a different angle from where we're sitting than from what it actually was, so didn't look too difficult for Yerix to control that one.
Why not let it fly? Missed touch there from the Lakers, but good thing that their defensive third is so strong.
Yeah, and Joanno doing a good job at this right back position, really slowing down the attacks on that wing as well. We've talked so much about the center backs, but Joanno and O'Rourke should get just as much credit because they're holding down those wings really, really well.
And they are taking the life out of this Colonels offense. They're just slowing them down. Again, the Colonels have not had a shot on goal in this entire half.
Yeah, and another really nice turn there by Davis. Lakers just doing a great job defensively. Pretty solid offensively, too. Found the back of the net just a few minutes back, but it's going to be a Colonels throw on this one.
And, you know, we mentioned pregame, like, the Colonels' offensive woes last season and how they struggled to get shots on goal, 8 goals per game. Now they're sitting pretty much, they were ahead of their average at halftime, but, they are now sitting with just a measly, just a measly 3 shots on goal the entire game. They took a couple away, it looks like, in post. But
yeah, Alex, and with just 10 minutes left on the clock here now, it's really do or die here for the Colonels. The Lakers with that 2-goal cushion, all they have to do is play some good defense for the next 10 minutes. Colonels have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. Slow down the pace, force the Colonels strikers to, use the last bit of their speed they have left in the tank, pass it around your back four, and, just the clock is your friend in this scenario.
Yep, Lakers send this one up the right side, picked up again by the Colonels, and now carrying down the left side is Maggie Allen. Allen dribbles it right out of bounds, so the Lakers with a throw in here. This one goes right up the wing. Schmidt battling for it, gets it past the defender, but stopped again by the Colonels, and really just no possession at the moment, just back and forth between these two teams on the sidelines.
Back and forth. But you know who we have not given her enough credit this game is Amber McDermott, excuse me, has been a technician for the Lakers in the midfield. I mean, her dribbling skills have been on point. She has a great first touch, and she has been a distributor for some of their opportunities. And right there on defense, I mean, she, gets involved and she gets physical.
It's certainly clear that a lot of what this team does, both offensively and defensively, runs through McDermott. She is that middle person who's able to distribute to just about anyone.
Absolutely. Hats off.
And the Lakers taking this one over on the far side for a throw-in. With the ball is Joanno. Up the sideline, no one wins it. Foul called on the Lakers. Looked like maybe a jersey got tugged there, so a chance for the Colonels. And wasting no time is Crajan, who's going to line this one up and swing it in right away.
And John McNichol right there, the head coach for the Colonels on the sideline, looking at Crajan saying, go, we got to go. We only got 8 minutes. Ball's right here. Let's set it up.
Good job by the Lakers to head that first ball out, but still in a dangerous position. Up the wing now for the Colonels is Ava Young. Ava Young battling down here, and Shea O'Rourke just wins that one, hits it out of bounds, but still a throw for the Colonels. This one comes across the middle. Stroup unable to control it, but it falls back out up top to Conrad. Conrad loses it. Looks like the turf monster got her there. And now the Lakers coming the other way. Up the middle is Singranelli.
Good counter.
Singranelli with Schmidt on her right. Sustad on her left. Looks for a Sustad ball. Just a little too far behind her. Unable to get it to her. And the Colonels, maybe a little miscommunication there. Crajan didn't seem to realize the ball was rolling towards her.
Yeah, and Singranelli was a little slow on that distributor.
But here comes Stroup. Chance for huge battle, huge stop from Peyton Crane, who just jumps on it and says, that's mine. Thank you very much.
And again, we mentioned Straup's speed right there, but her speed was a little bit of her weakness because one bad touch, and it was just enough distance for Crane to come and fill the gap and take that ball away.
And now Schmidt up the right side, gets past one defender, past a second. Crajan trailing her, but Schmidt with some space to work with, and just another poor touch there makes her lose possession for just long enough for the Colonels to slow her down and get it out for a corner.
Absolutely. And again, if I'm the Lakers right here, I'm slowing down. I'm saying, hey, they don't even need a shot on goal here. Let's get somebody close. Let's get a quick little short pass, and maybe we just bring it back to the middle for some possession right now. We don't even need to worry about this.
Absolutely, and maybe a little time wasting we'll see here in these last couple of minutes for the Lakers. No need to take things quickly here.
Their energy in this home opener has been amazing.
Absolutely has, and in comes the cross, looking for a fourth goal header just over the bar. Chance for the Lakers, but no good. A good header, though, from Singranelli.
Yeah, that was she was in the perfect position for that ball. I mean, at this point, you might not need to take shots on goal, but any rep for a set piece heading into the season will help your team. So
never going to hurt. Singranelli, I'm sure, a little disappointed she couldn't get a better head on that one, but just got under it a little too much, put it right over the bar. Yerrick sends this one up. Controlled there in the midfield by Scouten. This one up high in the air. Yancey with the header. And another header there from the Colonels, battling for it now. That one turned upfield. Through ball from Maggie Allen. Sends this one up the wing. Colonels unable to get there. A little frustration from Scouten.
And a great shield right there by Joanno right there. We mentioned it before at the right back position for the Lakers, but she just shielded the Colonel left winger and allowed her center back to take the ball.
And how about Amber McDermott intercepting that pass there? Lakers now coming the other way. Down the wing is Singranelli.
She's hungry for that goal that she missed.
Singranelli with some speed, trying to get past her one defender here. Gets the cross in. And a chance, and Ooh, almost an own goal there from the Colonels. Rolls just wider than that. And looks like it must have come off of an Oswego player and all that scuffle, so it's going to be a goal kick for Wilkes.
I think that play kind of froze everybody, both on offense and defense.
I think it might have frozen us up here a little bit, too.
Agree.
But now Yerrick's wasting no time putting this one back in play. Still need 2 goals just to tie things up for the Colonels. And a push in the back, plain and simple.
Just lost control of her feet, her body. Bowles just running people over. Referee giving her a warning saying, hey, watch it. I know there's 4 minutes left, but we're not trying to see somebody get injured.
Yeah, and frustration fouls are always tough ones to call for a referee. I mean, obviously it's a tough situation to be in, but down two goals, you can't let your emotions get the best of you. Lakers in the box here now. Colonel's able to get it out. That one's going to roll out for an Oswego throw.
Yeah, now if I'm both sidelines, I would look to sub in some of my younger players and, just see what they have in them, because this contest, unless the Colonels have a quick counter here, is pretty much over.
Absolutely right, Alex. And here are the Lakers. Courtney Key back in the game. Instantly puts a shot on net.
She's desperate. She really wants that.
Needs that hat trick. But a good save there from Yerrick's, and now the Colonels coming the other way with 3.5 on the clock. Lakers boot this one right back up. And that's a bad foul from Courtney Key, just completely unnecessary in my eyes, up 2 goals, but Colonels will send this one the other way.
A little surprised that we didn't see a card there from the referees. Just a little bit too much. I know you want that trifecta, but...
And what a header on that through ball. Chance for the Colonels. Shot. Good defense there from the Lakers. That's Joanna with a hugely good use of her body there to just push the player out of the way.
I tell you, if Joanna is just a couple feet out of position there, we're looking at a 3-2 game with 3 minutes left. I mean, that was a great setup, quick one from the Colonels.
And Colonels didn't waste time on the corner, played it short, went for the shot there from Crajan, unable to get the shot off though, and now the Lakers coming the other way, advantage played, will go back to it, foul on Sustad, so it's going to be going out for the Lakers.
Absolutely, and it's looking like, we talk about those quick frustration fouls. It looks like that might get a little out of control. The referee's got to make sure that we don't have any injuries, but honestly, an amazing game that we've seen here today at Laker Turf.
And the Lakers sending this one far up the field. Erica Yancey with a boot there. It's going to roll all the way back to Yerrick's, who will field it easily. And the Colonels with no time to waste here. Still down 2 goals, 2 minutes on the clock. Down to probably their last hope here. Strope with a header. Lakers, Amber McDermott brings that one down. And now just a battle in the midfield. McDermott again on it. This ball played back by the Colonels.
And if you're the Lakers, you got to feel really good about this. Is probably as good as it gets for a home opener. I mean, you controlled the pace. You came out with energy. You took advantage of the corners and the opportunities that you got. And you're going to head to Geneseo on Tuesday next week with, some good confidence for the season.
Yeah, and a foul called there on the Lakers. This one called on Lauren O'Connell out there on the wing, a position where we've already seen a lot of set pieces from the Colonels, and they've all been pretty dangerous. So maybe one last chance here to find the back of the net.
Good hustle there from Crane to scoop up that ball. You can hear her scream, keep from up here. I mean, and she hustled to get to that ball.
Really well done by Joanna as well, just protecting that ball, shielding the offense off of it, and giving Crane time to get there.
The chemistry from this Lakers squad has looked amazing, just the way that their defense works with each other.
Absolutely, and now just battling in the midfield, but with 40 seconds left, this game is just about over. I mean, the Lakers with a 2-goal cushion, 35 on the clock and counting down. So Lakers look like they're going to close things out here today, improve to 1-0 on the season, start out with a huge win in their home opener here at Laker Turf Stadium. And for the Colonels, it's 0-1 and back to the drawing board, but they've got a long season ahead as well. They'll be facing William Patterson University next Wednesday, 7 p.m. in Wayne, New Jersey, and the Lakers will be over in Geneseo, New York, an ex-rival who recently left the conference.
Absolutely. And, we saw a lot of good stuff from both teams today, but it just looked like history repeated itself a little too much for the Colonels' lackluster offense, and that is going to do it. What a great game from both squads here today, Mike.
I completely agree with you, Alex. I mean, we talk about excitement, we talk about action. We had it all today from start to finish, end-to-end soccer, 90 minutes of just beauty out here on the field today.
Absolutely. It was an amazing showing for a seasonal home opener. This crowd is fired up, and this was the win they needed to start the season with.
Well, we're going to throw it over to our sideline reporter, Eric Palmieri, for one last hurrah before we call it a night here on WTOP 10. So, Eric, how are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Yeah, what energy from Oswego in their home opener. I mean, both teams, you could tell the wear and tear of the season had not hit them yet in that first half, as both teams came out punching, you know, blow for blow. And even you saw that in the second half, obviously a little bit more slowed down, but you kind of started to see the Colonels start to gel together, you know, when Oswego was running with kind of like a chicken with its head cut off for that first couple bit of the second half. You saw the Colonels take advantage of that, but then you saw Oswego counter with that beautiful game of tic-tac-toe to find Schmidt for a beautiful shot just right off the hands of Wilkes. I mean, really overall, just great stuff from both teams. And if I'm the Colonels, obviously, you got a really young team. It was a little bit of a lackluster game, but what I saw from Sarah Strop, she's a freshman. That was her first game, and you could tell that is the fastest person out there on the field. And at the end of the day, speed kills. So if I'm John McNichol, I got to be really excited what I saw from Straub and a lot of the young players out there. That's all I got. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. Folks, that will do it for us here today at Laker Turf Stadium. In case you forgot, I'm Mike Neckers. Alongside me, Alex Chemnitzer. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and have a great night.